Only 1.7% of funds available to help tackle and adapt to climate change went to small-scale farmers in developing countries, despite these farmers being extremely vulnerable to climate change, new report states. Examine the climate finance gap for small-scale agriculture, a report released by the UN's International Fund for Agriculture Development IFAD and Climate Policy Initiative CPI is the first detailed analysis of climate finance flows to small-scale farmers. Details of that in this report by Julden Suare.
The report is released during the Finance in Common Summit as the world's 440 development banks meet for the first time to discuss how to reorient financial flows to support global climate and development targets. While financing that supports actions to address climate change surpassed $500 billion for the first time in 2017 and 2018, only $10 billion of this reach small-scale farmers annually, according to the report published on Thursday. Small-scale farmers currently produce 50% of the world's food calories. However, higher temperatures together with increased incidence of drought and flooding destroy crops and livestock. It also makes it difficult for the farmers working on the world's estimated 500 million small farms to continue to feed their communities and earn a living. IFAD's Environment, Climate and Social Inclusion Director, Margarita Astralaga, said governments must make sure that climate finance gets to the people who need it most. Margarita also proposed that smallholder farmers should be at the top of that list, not at the bottom.
Climate finance directed at small-scale farmers results in the continued production of nutritious, affordable food for wider communities. This means that these are investments that help eradicate hunger, which are investments in global peace, well-being, and stability.
IFAD is the only multilateral development organization focused on eradicating hunger and poverty in rural areas. In an effort to tackle the devastating impact of climate change on rural hunger and poverty, the French Development Agency Thursday signed a €300 million loan with IFAD. The fund is meant to help small-scale farmers in high-risk countries build their resilience to shocks and increase their productivity. Estimates show that climate change could push 100 million people into poverty by 2030, with those working in agriculture suffering the most. This is likely to result in more hungry people. According to IFAD, almost 690 million people went hungry in 2019, up by nearly 60 million compared to 5 years ago. For iAfrica News, I am Julden Suare.